Hello Year 6 and welcome to your literacy video for Tuesday. So if you're in the Dragon book, we're on the final page today. So we're very close to moving on. So if you're in the Dragon book, still in this one for today. I'll come on to anybody else's work afterwards. So we're on the very final page. So page 32, and it's called the Mysterious Parcel. Now when you turn to this page, you'll see that it's a little bit different for today, this work, and it's a little bit of writing today, so a little bit of a challenge instead of reading. So it says, by now you've had plenty of practice at reading text and answering questions. Now it's time to write your own text, think of some questions and then swap with a friend. Imagine finding a mysterious parcel in your kitchen. Write a diary entry about your feelings as you open it and what you find inside. We've made a start, but what happens next is up to you. Okay, so don't worry about the questions for today. We're just doing the writing for today. So I know it says it wants you to think of some questions, but don't worry about that. I'll go over that tomorrow. So just for today then, we're just doing this page. Okay, so they've started it off. So let's read what they've started us off with. So it says, Dear Diary, the strangest thing happened today. I came downstairs to find a mysterious parcel waiting for me on the kitchen table. Now you need to carry it on. Now you don't need to fill it all. You can do if you want to, but you haven't got to fill every single line. You can do it in paragraphs if you want to, so you can introduce it a little bit more and then you can miss a line and do another paragraph. I don't really mind. I just want you to have a go and try your best. Okay, so we've done diary entries in school, so you should have a good idea really roughly of what you can, how you can write it. So we're going to write in first person, aren't we? So we're going to use I and me, like it started off with. And have a think just of the things that we've done in school, like show not tell. So rather than saying I was shocked, you could say something like I couldn't believe my eyes. So show the reader that you are shocked rather than telling them. And just use lots of description. So remember to describe what the parcel looks like, where is it, describe what it's like opening it, how do you feel when you're opening it, and just describe and try and do some detail rather than just saying, I went over to the table, I opened the parcel and there was an animal inside. It's just a little bit boring, so try and build it up. So think about how you walk over. Do you rush over to the table? Do you run? Do you go over quite slowly because you're a bit unsure? So have a think. Describe things. Is there anybody else there? Is anybody from your family in the kitchen? So have a think how you can describe it and then have a go at writing your own diary entry all about this mystery parcel. So it's up to you. You need to use your imagination of what's inside there. I'm sure you've all got some super ideas of what you could write. Okay, and don't worry about the questions for today. We'll go over that tomorrow. I can't wait to read what some of you come up with for this diary entry. Just have a go. Please don't worry about it. Please don't get stressed out or frustrated. Just try your best. That's all you can do. Okay, so that's your work for today, most of you. If you don't have that book and you have the octopus book, then your next text today is page 18 and it says, Who am I? So it says, read the sentences, draw a ring around the picture which matches each pair of sentences. So it says, so you need to read the sentences and then draw a picture around which one of these it matches. So let's have a look at this first one together. So it says, I, have, to, wheels, wheels, you, can, ride, me. So I have 2 wheels, you can ride me. So are we talking about a football, a bike or a goal? You have a think which one it matches and then you need to circle the correct picture for each one. Okay? Okay, so your word power work for today then. So we're only going to do 1 page in your word power book today because I think most of you have done quite a bit of writing, so those hands are probably aching. So we're only going to do one word power page. So we're only going to do page 14 today if you've got a word power book. If you haven't got a word power book, then please practice your handwriting. So page 14 then is called beginnings and endings. So it says, have you come across a word and not known its meaning? Don't panic. Sometimes if you know what the beginning or end of a word means, you can figure out the whole thing. Amazing. Look at these prefixes and their meanings, then write some more examples. So remember, a prefix comes at the beginning of a word. So you've got anti. So it tells you that anti means against. Yeah, so you've got anti-clockwise. So it goes against clockwise. It goes the other way. Okay, so you could have something like antibiotic on that next one. Yeah, and what does that do? Have a think. How is that against? So you've got to have a think about the suffix and try and think of 2 more words for each with that suffix. So for example, dis, which means opposite. So disappear, so it means the opposite of appearing. You could have dislike on the next line because that's the opposite of liking something. Okay? And it does say at the bottom, a dictionary might help you. So if you're really struggling for some of them, because some of them are harder than others, then please feel free to use a dictionary. The next one then says, choose one word from the table and try putting a different prefix on it instead. So choose a word, so any word that you've done. So you could have, I don't know, say you've done like, dislike, then you could try and put a different suffix on it and see, prefix, and see if it changes the meaning. So it says, can you think of 3 different words that start with the prefix pre? So have a think, but remember you can always use a dictionary if you're really struggling. And then it says at the bottom, what do you think pre might mean? So have a look at your words that you've got with starting with pre and have a think, what have they all got in common? Have a think maybe about what the root word was. Have a think what the prefix does to it, and then that might help you figure out what pre means. Okay? So remember, just page 14 for today. Okay, don't forget to send me your work for today. I really look forward to receiving it and sending you some feedback. And don't forget to email me if you've got any questions. Okay, see you tomorrow.